Yes, I did get permission to do this video and use somebody's character that commissioned me. Big shout out to Nico. I'll link her in the description below. She's really cool. Okay, so before we start the video and the current topic at hand, I just really want to thank Nico for everything that she's done for me. After I finished her commission and everything, and we started talking about me adding this in a YouTube video, she invited me to her Discord, and that was super fun. And then she offered me to, a link to her art school, which she teaches art for 2 weeks to a bunch of students from her Discord, and I thought that was super nice of her to do, because she didn't have to do that, and I've had just so much fun on her Discord. It's just been a blast, and I just really want to thank her for that, because it's I've just had so much fun overall, and I think that it's really awesome that she would offer to do that for me. And so just big shout out to her, because she's just so amazing and awesome, and she has a lot more subscribers than me, but she totally deserves them. She's so nice. And so yeah, please go check her channel out. It would be linked in the description below. And now onto the video. Okay, so the topic of commissions. I know I don't really do this often, but I see a lot of people getting confused about commissions and often asking questions, and as I have bought and sold art too, I wanted to kind of give advice on this. So, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is, so I'm going to be bringing up 3 major points here, and we'll go through each of them, and maybe more, maybe 5 if we have enough time. Alright, let's get started. So the first point, and most important in my opinion, is that you should not open commissions if you're not confident in your art. I see confidence is a big problem with smaller artists. They feel like their art isn't good enough. And if you feel like that, you should not be doing commissions, because you have to be confident in your art. This comes to a major point later on, so please keep that in mind. I personally do commissions on Amino, where people pay me coins, which you gain daily, and I draw them art. And because I'm pretty confident in my art, and that's why I started commissions, because I was very confident that I could bring a good product to a lot of people, and that's how you should feel if you're thinking about starting commissions. You gotta be confident. You gotta know that you will do a good job, and you'll do your best to give this person something you're proud of and something they would really want and like. Otherwise, I suggest probably clicking off this video and maybe thinking about it, because if you're not confident in yourself, I'm sorry to say this, but it's probably a sign that you aren't ready to commission just yet. So I would recommend improving your art to a point where you are proud of it. So, now that when you're feeling like you're ready to do commissions, you can click back on this video, give it a like, because that will bring us on to our next point, pricing. This comes into handy with being confident in your art. A lot of questions are, how do you price your art just right? And how you can price your art just right is, if you're confident in your art, you'll know what you want, and you'll know how much you would want to charge. Like for me, I charge $150 for a headshot, $150 AC, because you can earn AC pretty easily, and I charge $350 for a waist up or half body, and I charge $500 AC for a full body commission. because I'm confident that those are prices that I'll like that my art is worth that much, and you have to be confident that you will give them. It's good to even know that they're giving their money for like something that they won't regret it for. Like, go do the best you can. And high prices often reflect high confidence. I've seen a lot of amazing artists do this, and they're taken advantage of because they price their art really low, and so many people like go to their commissions. Yes, they get more buyers, but low prices also can like be a bad thing because they look at the price. Some people that might commission you will look at your prices and then they'll be like, that person is a really good artist, but why do they price their art so low? And that can cause questions which will eventually maybe lead to them assuming maybe you're a scammer. You probably aren't going to be a scammer. I'm gonna say that right now. But people never know. I got scammed once. And I'm not gonna mention the person in this video because we already got it worked out. But I'm still very salty about it. And my scamming experience was basically this person messaged me and they're like, hey, I want a commission. I'm like, okay, sure, what do you want? And they wanted an action scene, a full body. And so, of course, being me, I said, okay. And they said that they would pay me half after seeing the sketch. So I showed them the sketch, they didn't pay me, and then they left the amino. Which pretty much meant that they did leave me a message. They were like, well, thanks for trying. But by then, I already got the line art, because they got approved for the sketch. I already did the base colors, and they didn't even pay me for it. We did get it worked out later on, but it's good to have, it's good to at least, have good pricings, too. So, that leads me on to my next point. Payment. So, when you're about to receive payment from a commissioner, or give payment, I would recommend asking them to show you the sketch first, and then paying them. Because that person said he wanted to see the sketch first. I sent it to him, and then he left without paying me. That really ticked me off, but I feel like it was sort of my fault because I wasn't doing it really fast, but also it was his fault for not paying me. And, yeah. So, you always want to, I usually, right now, I tell them up front, I'm like, okay, so they're like, okay, so how much will that be? And I'm like, well, it will be $500. Let's say they ordered a full body. And I require to be paid after showing the sketch. That has worked out a lot for me, and so I'm not going to stop my tactic on that because I feel like it's a good one and it still works. So, yeah. I'm planning, I really like doing commissions that way, and I also let people know that they will not be scammed by me because I really, I want to be a trustworthy person when it comes to commissions, so, yeah. The third, tip for commissions is, you gotta get your work out there. And, there's a lot of places where you can open up commissions, but as I said, you have to be confident in your prices and that you can, give something that's worth the price that they paid for your art. And, pretty much make posts daily if you're doing, open art trades sometimes if you just want to practice, because it's great to give and receive. I've actually been in a few art trades, and I really enjoyed it, so, yeah, I have a lot of fun with art trades. You also should have rules for commissions, rules that people that want to commission you should read before they think, if they want to commission you. I have a list of rules which usually includes when I expect to be paid, what they can expect when commissioning me, and when I'm leaving my commission things down in the description, I'm just like a post, or if somebody's requesting artists to draw something, I usually say please read the entire commission blog so you know what to expect from me, and you know my rules in order for you to receive a commission from me, because I don't like people nagging me, and it really kind of offsets me when I'm doing commissions. And that's one of my rules, that I don't like to be nagged when I'm doing commissions, and I don't like people being overly rude to me. And you should set your own standards too on what you want, how you want to be treated when you're doing a commission for someone, because you're doing them a favor. You don't have to accept. And just a reminder to you, like, if somebody is being overly rude and you tell them that you're going to drop their commission and you can give them their money back, remember that you don't ever have to accept a commission. You don't ever have to. It's a choice, and a choice that you should make. So another point is probably gonna be like, you should always let people know when your commissions, because sometimes they can get lost in feeds and stuff. Because I remember when I was young lad doing commissions, I would post it once, and then I would see a bunch of people liked it, and then they would just stop liking it because they got lost in the feed, and I'm like, why didn't anyone commission me? Are my prices too high? No. And also be confident in your prices. Never say that your prices are too high or too low. If somebody says that to you, just know that maybe they're not interested in commissioning you. It doesn't reflect badly on you. It just reflects on how much they can offer and pay. So, with that being said, be confident in your pricing, okay? I cannot express enough on that. So I would probably put some music on now and leave off here, because I'm probably going to do a part 2 to this video, but I'm really busy. So, yeah. Also, I am on Amino. I'll leave the link in the description. If you want to commission me, I highly suggest you go there. And if you want it to appear in a YouTube video, just ask and I will gladly put you in and maybe link your YouTube down in the description. Thank you again so much for Neko. She's such a nice commissioner, and I really enjoyed drawing her character. I thought it came out super cute, and she's just such a nice person. So please go check her channel out. She has a lot of really good videos. So yeah, so I'll leave this off here, and if you want to commission me, please go to one of the links in the description down below. And with that, I will end the video here. Bye!
That I cannot fall in love, but I guess it's the voice, the stress of falling out of it. Are you tired of me yet? I'm a little sick right now, but I swear when I'm ready I will fly us out of it.